Hello and welcome back. Today is another Displate video. However, this is more of me installing some behind my statues and figures. It's simple. In my last video I put out there, I showed off my collection of statues and figures, and I suggested that I put some artwork behind them, give them a backdrop, a back scene. Well, today I'm doing just that. With Christmas on the way, I treated myself. Displate finally removed. They had this restriction on orders over, I think, £135 coming into the UK. I don't know why, but it got lifted. You can now place larger orders, or at least you could when I placed this order. So of course, yeah, it's nice if you are in that position where there's quite a few you want and you've had a library of wish list or favourites. If you've got a lot that you wanted, yeah, now was a good time. Plus they had a discount. They had a I don't know, some code available on their website that gave you such and such amount off if you order 3+. So I've made good use of it. I've only got 4 with me now. 4 is the important, just for what I'm doing. So yeah, we'll go through them one by one. We're going to start with the one that's going right in the corner. That is an Avengers Endgame. I guess it's concept art. It's not like a movie cover. I've got it right here now. Let's get it to you as perfectly as I can. We'll start at the top, shall we? And then I will adjust accordingly. It would help if I had a steady hand. But yes, that is going in the corner. Unfortunately, with the statues in the way, you can't quite see it. But at least I've shown you now, haven't I? Right, with that one done, let's move on to the next one. Coming across, I will show you when they're all in place, of course. But coming across is going to be DC. And at the moment, I want to collect the Dark Knight trilogy figures. So this one is, I think, the Dark Knight Rises movie cover, if I'm not mistaken. Very simple, not too much to it, but I figured, yeah, it says everything, doesn't it? No matter what characters, mostly villains, but no matter what characters you have standing in front, yeah, they're all going to tie into this one way or the other. You know, I've got Two-Face at the moment. He's the only one I've got. I've got a stand for Bane because I've got Bane on pre-order, but he just hasn't been released yet. On the end, I've got Rey and BB-8 and the Mandalorian and the Child. So, Star Wars themed. I've gone with The Force Awakens. It was Rey's first appearance. It's concept art to some degree. It is based on a scene from the movie, but I thought it fit really well. I like the colour. It goes well with the orange backdrop, well, the orange borders I've got. So yeah, Marvel, DC, and then Star Wars. You could argue that Marvel and Star Wars are both still owned by Disney, and then DC separate. But for all I care, they can sit in a nice line, as long as they're as long as there's a divider in a way between each. I don't care after that. The only other one I've got, which I'm going to show off now, I used to have a picture just hanging on the wall from Tomb Raider. So it's that one. She's standing in, I think that's a cave entrance down by the water. Well, when I knew Displate had Tomb Raider artwork pieces, it was always in my mind to replace it. I've got Aloy, you probably can't see it from there, oh, maybe you can. I've got Aloy up there as well from the video game, and it was always in my mind to replace the Tomb Raider picture. So, slightly different, but at the same time still fitting. I have also picked that one up. We'll go from left to right, shall we? yeah, that was something I wanted to do for a while, and I finally got around to doing it. So that also is going up on the wall. I'll show you when it's in place. It's already been up there, to be fair, but yeah, it looks good. I have seen that picture. That picture is available as a display, metal piece of artwork. It was one of those things, you know, when you can't find something after you've seen it, you go back looking for it. I couldn't find it. It was weird. I typed in Tomb Raider Lara Croft and I still couldn't find it. Similar ones, but not the one I wanted, the one I'd already seen. So I just thought, right, well, that would do perfectly, won't it? She's got her bow there, her climbing axes, she's injured, she's healing herself. I just thought, yeah, it fits the game. I think it's based on the game more than the movie. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, not that the movie wasn't good. I enjoyed the movie. I do hope they continue, even though I've heard it's on hold or has been not cancelled, but yeah, it's not developed, not going anywhere at the moment, which in my opinion is a shame. But let's move on from that, shall we? Shall we go to the next step? I'm going to cover the magnets first, I think. Hold on. Okay, right, the magnets. So Displate have a solution to not having to drill so many holes into the wall. So, for instance, you get their leaf, which is upside down. Okay. You get your leaf, you stick this to the wall first, and then your sticky back magnet plate goes on. Yes, I've got, for instance, my Fallout Quantum is still up on the wall. I've got Black Widow, Hitman across the room. I've got a Mass Effect thingy over there. They all hold up nicely with these, don't get me wrong. But because I've got the soft finish ply, is it, on the wall, I've gone with another, I guess, technique just for my own peace of mind. There we go, we'll go with that. For my own peace of mind, I've gone with another technique. This does require drilling more holes in to the boards and whatnot, but at least I know I can stick these displays up on the wall and then remove them with ease at any time. And that is simple. I got these off Amazon. All they are magnetic mounting plates. You screw them in to the wall or into this soft finish plywood, and then of course, yeah, the display will, let's just use Star Wars. Oh, crikey, there you go, it's already done it. One side is more magnetic than the other. I think it's this side that's the serious one. Like that, bam. Right, let's take that off. Like that. Now, the reason why is it's not that these magnets don't hold. They do, like I say, mine are holding nicely. It's when you go to take them off the wall. When you go to take them off the wall, I'm always afraid that it's going to weaken these ones, because you know they're only holding on with a sticky pad at the back. At least with these locked in, screwed in on the wall, screwed in on those soft thingy wood panels, at least I know they're not going anywhere. You could screw these onto the wall. It's just the idea that I don't want to punch any more holes into the walls. This house is weak enough, you know. It freaking shakes when lorries go by, for goodness sake. So yeah, these boards, I said in my last video, just screwed them into the picture rails and the skirting boards. So try to avoid causing as much damage as possible. Anyway, I'm waffling, let's move on, shall we? Okay, magnets covered. You now want to see them up on the wall. Let's skip ahead to that bit. Okay, this is where the Tomb Raider Lara Croft is going to go. Nice. And there's the Aloy if you were curious. So yeah, Tomb Raider's going here, and then back down here is where Marvel's going to go, DC at the back there, and Star Wars there. Okay, so I did the Tomb Raider Lara Croft off camera just because it was easy just to slide it in at the back of these pop vinyls and yeah, put it in place. I think it looks really good. I hope you agree, but all personal taste, isn't it? Okay, trial and error. This is going to be the Marvel, so let's go to the back. line it up. And voila. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this one-handed to actually get it on record. Voila. It's not level, at least with the Avengers there, but it's looking good. That Bane stand needs to be there really, doesn't it? And Star Wars. It's almost level. Just needs a little nudge from the top. It still looks a little high, doesn't it? Hang on. Ooh, now it's gone too. Oh, it will do. I'll put the figures in place and show you. Okay, so I left Alice out just because she doesn't fit the category, but she will sit on the shelf just until I can get another display going. But let's start with Star Wars. I think that works really well. You can still see, obviously, Star Wars there, BB-8 and Rey, but the logo behind BB-8 is there. It is tucked away. BB-8 and Rey are both actually in the picture you probably saw earlier, but they are now tucked behind the Mandalorian. But I don't mind that. The idea is still there, isn't it? You still get that that backdrop. Harvey Dent / Two-Face and Bane will both stand there. Like I say, that space at the front is going to be where, for now, where Alice will stand. But I think that works really well. And then Marvel is all crushed in to the back, but I think works quite nicely. You've got the backdrop that comes with, this backdrop here does come with Gwen. And then of course, yeah, I got the Marvel collage there of all the different characters from Endgame. I've tucked Spider Monkey at the back, as you can see his face just over MJ's head there, just simply because in theory there's no reason to really have two Spider-Mans on display, so I just figured tuck him out the back. But he was cheap at the time and I wanted him for the collection. The chances are I'll move him somewhere else in the room, but we'll see. For now he can stand back there. But yeah, the Groot is just huge. I'm hiding one of his hands behind Black Widow, and then Rocket is tiny and in the dark up there. I need to get more lights really underneath. Light him up a little bit. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It's looking good. Do the same up here. This is where I'm thinking for Alice, next to Uncharted here at the end. As you can see, I've got some other Resi characters, Chris and Jill. If I can get the diamond umbrella logo base, I will put Alice up there with those two. And then got Last of Us, maybe picture can go in there. I will probably move Doom. I have still got the shelf up there. Needs a lot of work though, it's not finished. And then I've got those up there, so I can still move. I could put Doom back where he was before. And then there's Tomb Raider and Aloy. I've got a few Mass Effect statues. I should maybe do a Mass Effect shelf, probably up there where the helmet is. I didn't know whether to have the top shelf for helmets, because I've also got an Ant-Man replica helmet. I didn't know whether to just do that, hide all that tattiness. But yeah, it's all looking good. Okay, after all of that, I'm going to have to do some editing. A lot of it was rough, just off the cuff, just going with what I wanted to say at the time. So I'll crop some little bits, make it as nice and fluid as possible. But yeah, after all of that, everything's now in place and looking good. Hope you enjoyed. This will most likely be the last video. There may be, I don't know, a model railway update. There may be some video game footage. Me and my friends are still playing Dead by Daylight, so I don't know, anything fun or any updates. I want to get back down my cabin and work on the model railway, so Any updates at all might come in this last week before Christmas, but otherwise, if they don't, if you've got this far, Merry Christmas to you, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in the new year with some new content. We'll see. All my collections will keep growing, I imagine. I've got plenty of little things on order, so yeah, if people like the content, cool. As long as the views keep going up on different things, I'll keep covering it. The artwork seems particularly, I don't know, interesting to people, so I'll keep the Displate stuff going. The model railway, I'm still on the electrics, that still needs wiring up properly. I want to get back down there, as I've said. The video game, I'm not quite doing live streams, that might be a thing to do in the future, but the video game content is just, at the moment, I'm dabbling in it. You know, like I say, we were recording stuff just because it was fun at the time, and then I thought, well, hang on, I can link this straight to YouTube, let's do that. So we'll see. I'm going to dabble some more in other territories in the new year. So, yeah. Until then, thank you for watching. Take care.